take you story by story, the gritty, ghastly, and gory from A to Benghazi.
I can open your ears, screaming my speculations of future wars with nations and how spoons spread HIV.
A whole news world, headlines that maybe could be true,
No need to watch our backs
or check the facts.
or say that didn't happen.
A whole news world, headlines that maybe could be true. We'll report it all if it's sensational. Let us tell this whole news world to you.
Let us tell this whole news world. We'll look at government, failure, screw-ups, and botches, and everyone who watches being watched by NSA.
A whole news world.
I've just been handed this.
Reports that frighten
North Korea
and amaze.
exploded.
We'll analyze Iran. We know it better than Russia
I'm American citizen Joey McManus.
And I'm empty inside. My name is Rachel Crow.
Today, we report the news.
The good, the bad, the Arabian.
We're gonna fucking define your perspective on world events.
And if you don't like it, too bad. This is the finale, and we will definitely be committing arson after the show.
Sweet, sweet arson.
Fire.
Earth.
Wind.
Water?
We will make sure that you have to deal with all of those substances on your next family vacation.
Not to mention your uncle's disgusting habit of peeing with the door open.
So close your eyes and open your ears
And
get
ready for the news! A new study shows that a woman's sex drive begins to plummet when she is in a secure relationship, which is why I fake my own death every few weeks to keep my girl on her toes.
Russia is hoping to annex the moon in the near future, which makes sense considering the moon is something Vladimir Putin has ever seen.
The Pope took selfies with members of his congregation on Palm Sunday this year, which further proves my theory that the Pope is Ellen DeGeneres.
And your money, the Colbert Foundation.
Rumors that Kate Middleton is pregnant have been debunked after she attended a wine tasting. Apparently at the wine tasting, she had a miscarriage.
A squirrel in Indiana caused $300,000 worth of damage to a local community center. I think the real travesty here is that Indiana is still building community centers out of acorns.
Countries at a recent United Nations conference said that if they give women rights, it might lead to gay rights. They followed that up by looking at a newspaper with the current year on it, screaming and turning into dust.
A Washington sewage treatment plant recently started allowing couples to marry there.
Here are other terrible wedding venues.
A tire fire.
The bottom of a well.
That homeless guy fight club in my neighborhood.
A fort made of VHS tapes.
The hotel for dogs.
An old man's pocket.
Waist deep in ketchup.
The part of the crayon factory where they melt down all the crayons and separate the goo by color.
Atop the chest of a passed out clown.
The part of the dog store where they kill him.
Game of Thrones.
Secretly under the dining room table of a Chinese family.
And that's the news.
Next up, we have a segment from our very own correspondent, Jake Present, who legally has to tell us whether or not he's a cop.
Seriously, Jake, we are not kidding. You have to tell us.
We are not joking around here, Jacob.
Tell us.
Thanks, Joey and Rachel. Book censorship has been a real problem in my literary circles, so I decided to talk to my book club about how they felt on the issue. All right, everybody, thank you for showing up to today's Jake's Book Club. Obviously, I am Jake, and let's get this meeting started. But first, I'd like to acknowledge Lisa for bringing the snacks. Lisa? Damn it, Lisa! Matzah? Are you serious? It's okay. Even you and your stupid whore matzah can't even get me down today. No, because today's meeting is special.
What makes it special?
I'm pretty sure I've discovered the next great American novel, and we are going to discuss it before the rest of the intellectual community figures it out.
The next American novel? Really? Is it a coming-of-age tale about a boy who has to balance the worlds of being both a teen and a wolf and the challenges he faces in doing so?
Ooh! Is it a historical fiction in which the Wu-Tang Clan is something to with?
Ooh! No, I know what book you're talking about. It's that new John Grisham novel, right?
Yourself, Lisa! The book I'm talking about is Captain Underpants.
Captain Underpants? Isn't that a children's book?
Ah, but that's where you're wrong. Captain Underpants was just featured as a frequently challenged book in the recent State of the Libraries report published by the American Library Association.
So, how does that make it not a book for children?
You simpleton! Don't you see? I mean, all of the literary classics have been censored at some point in history. If Captain Underpants is meeting this much blowback for featuring content that's too mature for young audiences, then, you know, that must mean that it is intended to be read and appreciated by a much more mature and intellectual audience, such as ourselves.
Oh, I get it. Captain Underpants is really a social commentary that addresses topics challenging the status quo, the same way that books like Huck Finn and Catcher in the Rye did.
Exactly. Captain Underpants is an anti-hero who boldly told America to take a hard look at itself in the mirror. Plus, if you flip back and forth between the pages, it looks like this guy's punching the other guy. Soak it in, boys. We are on the cusp of a new intellectual movement. This is huge for us.
I'm not sure, Jake. Have you even read the books?
Seriously, Lisa? Could you do me a huge favor and maybe try to be not literal human garbage for about 20 minutes? You know, if social trends have taught me anything, it's that the censorship of Captain Underpants must mean that it reveals some greater thematic truths about society, and the man is trying to stop us from finding these truths. Here, I'll show you. Yum yum, eat 'em up, cried the evil toilet.
Okay, so maybe it wasn't as culturally and intellectually significant as I thought it would be. Maybe the book was just banned because it uses the word fart 14 times in the plot synopsis and the title character's named after underpants. I don't mind though. I still love seeing a bald man empowered as he rises through the ranks and eventually becomes captain. Captain Underpants, 4.5 stars. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Jake.
A 9-year-old Miami Gardens boy was arrested and charged Tuesday with aggravated assault and grand theft auto after stealing his mother's car because he didn't want to go to school.
Kids will be kids. Here with us now is his mother, Florida native, Tandy McMillan.
Thanks so much for being here with us tonight.
Rachel, Joey, I've got 10 minutes before my sitter leaves. Do you know what they're charging these days? $7 an hour. It's highway robbery, if you ask me.
Right. So, Miss McMillan, how did you handle the charges against your son?
Handle? Joey, do you have kids?
Not that I know of.
Joey physically cannot have children. It's in his contract.
Look, when you're a parent, you really don't have the kind of power over your children that you initially expected. 90% of parenting is putting out fires, and the other 10% is making sure shit ain't flammable. It really isn't so much handling the situation as it is surviving the situation.
Jeez, Tandy, it sounds like this past couple of days have been really stressful for you.
It's been a stressful 9 years, Rachel. And look, I love my son, I really do, but do I regret not standing in front of more microwaves to fry my ovaries? I absolutely do.
It seems like you have a pretty stressful day to day. What's your average daily routine?
Well, usually I leave out a Pop-Tart for him before I go to my day job at the office, where I spend about 9 hours making PowerPoints and pretending I'm not drinking gin out of my coffee mug. And then I leave that job and head downtown to my night job as a janitor for a community center where senior citizens take night classes on the art of paper folding. A lot of cleanup to be done there. Also, a lot of carpal tunnel.
Okay, but what about your son, Randy?
Well, on weekdays, he usually gets himself to and from school by way of razor scooter. And then he spends a couple of hours on his Xbox playing that game where you drive around fancy virtual cars and get into altercations with law enforcement.
Grand Theft Auto?
What makes you think I've had time to see that new Wes Anderson movie, Joey? I've barely had time to parent my own child.
Do you think that maybe playing a game centered on car theft might have had some impact on your son's car theft?
Several studies have suggested that exposure to that kind of violence can really affect a child's actions. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the reason why he stole your car.
Listen, guys, if I know anything about kids, it's that they are monsters. They don't need video games to teach them violence. Kids like to imagine that instead of carpet, they are surrounded by lava. Lava, Joey, a highly dangerous and highly volatile substance. How fucked up is that?
So what you're saying is that you think he would have stolen your car regardless of what video games he plays.
Exactly. Yeah, those kids in Lord of the Flies didn't need video games, and neither does my son. Kids are monsters for at least a few years of their life, and, you know, sometimes all the years of their life. I would only have another child if I could do it all in a montage.
Oh, so you never want to have another child?
Oh, hell no. No. I don't understand unfaithful husband types who have a secret Canadian family. Who would want a second family? I've got enough on my plate as is, thank you very much. Plus, I'm pretty sure my tubes tied themselves when my current child began stealing my car. Oh, look, I really have to go. Apparently, my son has become enraged when the babysitter tried to feed him name brand mac and cheese, and he headbutted her in the throat.
Okay, Tandy McMillan, everybody.
Now, as we all contemplate the effects of media on society, let's watch some commercials.
Remember, if you don't support capitalism in the traditional trading of goods for monetary gain, the terrorists have won.
And here at Breaking News, our official stance on terrorism is that we don't support it.
We don't like them one bit, but we'll be right back.
Hear that, America? It's time to wake up. Wake up and smell the roses. Roses grown in freedom dirt. The dirt that this country was tread upon. But don't tread on me, America. I'm here to help. I'm Colbert. You may remember me as a correspondent on this very breaking news program, but I since have not been asked back due to differences with the producers over what is and isn't my own goddamn business. I'm a world traveler, friends with at least one of every race, not afraid to let loose. A friend to animals. I even proposed a design for the memorial to Martin Luther King Jr. in Washington, D.C. I also had a dream that America would be the greatest country in the world. But my dream came true, so suck it, Martin Luther King. On behalf of me and Breaking News, but I guess mostly me, I would like to apologize to Martin Luther King Jr. and people who like him. Great guy. How much time we... hi, I'm Colbert and I'm running for president. Vote for me, thanks, bye. So apparently, to be president, you need more than just the ability and the God-given knowledge that you're the only person in this goddamn sea of idiots with any common sense. The greatest sea of idiots in the world. Hi, I'm Colbert. You may remember me from being powerful once, and possibly other things. Apparently, because of our stupid, asinine system of government, which is unquestionably the greatest in the world, you need things like money and support to be president. And that's where you come in, you idiot geniuses. Please, send whatever money you can to the Colbert Foundation / charity that is very much a real thing and probably helps dead kids or something, wink. Please, these dead kids need your help. How dead are you going to let these kids get?
Welcome back to Breaking News, the show that Leonard Maltin called.
We didn't pick up.
He was upset. British police are looking for help in their attempts to find 5 stolen chihuahuas who were taken from their home in central England last week, including a prize-winning puppy from the Crust Dog Show. Here to talk about the dog napping, one of the dog's neighbors, Carter Diablo.
Hello, and thank you for having me on your television program to raise awareness about this traumatic dog napping.
I'm sure our Boston area viewers will definitely be of help in the search for these 2 dogs who were last seen in central England.
Well, obviously, we need all eyes out there in the search for these beautiful, soft, wearable creatures.
Sorry, did you say wearable?
No. I said wonderful.
Wonderful?
Oh, Chihuahua, Chihuahua.
Do we have any leads on who might have taken these dogs from their home?
I can only imagine it was someone with the best interest at heart. Somebody who doesn't think the dog should be objectified in dog shows for the pleasure of the fiscal elite. Probably someone who knows a Chihuahua's true purpose comes posthumously.
Can you elaborate?
Yes. Are you familiar with scarves?
Scarves?
Yes, scarves.
Yeah, we're familiar with scarves.
Exactly.
Are you saying you make scarves out of chihuahuas?
I'm not saying anything. All that I'm implying is that a chihuahua's fur is pleasurable to the touch, and their scarves are, well, you know, fashionable.
Carter, did you murder those 5 chihuahuas?
Oh, no, of course not. Besides, they're just puppies. The furs are wearable till they reach 17 months. Not that I would specifically wear them, but just in terms of research I've done into chihuahua fur.
And why have you been researching chihuahua fur?
Well, to help with the search.
Then just research chihuahuas.
You have to look at a case from every angle, like a piece of art from the Cubist movement. Every crime is like a work by Picasso, confusing and inscrutable at first, but brilliant and admirable when you learn how it was done.
Did you just call crime admirable?
Carter, if you stole those puppies, you are legally required to tell us.
Well, I mean, actually, Rachel, that's...
Shut up, Joey. He doesn't know American law.
The only law I know is the law of the fur, which stipulates that 3 people in a row cannot guess what fabric it is made of, then the fabric isn't illegal.
I feel like we should call the police.
Good luck with that!
What? You cut the phone line in your own house? I
Right.
have a cell phone, dummy. Hi, yeah, I found the dog napper. It was Carter Diablo, the neighbor.
Curses! I've been foiled again. And I would have got away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids.
Yeah, we'll do a citizen's arrest. No, I'm not an English citizen. No, I'm American. And, oh, so I can't hold him? Okay. Well, Carter, they said I can't hold you, so you're free to go.
Carter Diablo, everybody.
I always feel so sad that I've never really traveled the world.
Oh, like you've never been abroad?
Abroad? I've never been out of Boston.
Really? You seem so accepting and well-cultured.
Well, I did grow up on the set of a Boston-based Haitian sitcom, so I do know a little French and how to play the interactions up for an audience, but I've never left the city's boundaries of the great city of Boston. Am I right? Woo! Like that.
Well, a couple of our correspondents, Matthew Newman and Zachariah Arch, recently broke free from Boston to visit Washington, D.C., America's Berlin. Let's see if they crash down any walls.
I thought that Washington, D.C. I thought it was going to be just an affair to remember.
Yes. Just the Las Vegas of politics.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Prostitutes
and
cocaine
and pussy.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's time that we talk game plan.
All right, yeah, I'm down.
I've never had an experience that is so mind-numbingly uneventful.
Like one time? I
was gonna say the anticipation of the story is
more exciting
than all of Washington D.C.
You know what Washington D.C. should stand for?
What should Washington D.C. stand for?
D.C. should stand for don't come. Washington don't come.
If I had one argument, I would throw it out right now, and I have none.
Exactly.
This is what I'm thinking, okay?
Yeah.
We've got Taylor's money.
That's true. Yeah, we stole it.
Yeah. Well, we got Taylor's money.
Yeah.
And we don't have that miserable fuck Taylor weighing us down with our segment.
Yeah, it's true.
I think that we actually have an opportunity to maybe make something related to news.
You know what? I'm down. I'm very down for that. You know why?
Why?
Because we can show Taylor that we don't need him.
Oh my God, I didn't even think of that.
Just like the rest of the world.
Yes, I didn't even think of that. Yes.
I'll go my way. That way. I'll take this right here. This credit
You get
card.
Taylor's debit card?
I mean, like I took the wallet. I feel like it's fitting.
That's fair.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll find news. I guess.
And then we'll meet back up in the middle?
Sure.
All right.
good too.
Tea.
Yeah, you said all three of those.
I guess where are? Oh, hey, what's up, guys? What's going on?
What's going on, man?
How are you? Where have you guys been?
Tired.
Tired, man. We just got back from Washington, D.C.
It's true.
You were in D.C. How'd you get there? What's?
We funny story. We took your credit card and we shot a package.
Yeah, I got a
package
haircut.
in DC. You got a haircut.
I got this haircut.
You shot. Wait, whoa. You stole my what? You stole my credit card?
I got a haircut.
You got a haircut.
Oh.
And we shot a package.
Yeah, we shot a package. I got lost for what felt like days.
And I had a ton of food that wasn't even that good, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, and I was in the Holocaust Museum for maybe 4 hours, and all I saw were rocket ships.
I'm glad you guys took the initiative. You know, I wish I could have been there to see it. Why are we like this? I want us to be close. I want us to be friends. Like, I would love you guys to meet my family. I have two great kids and a wife, a couple dogs.
We don't need to hear about these things.
Yeah, man.
You can keep your home life at home.
Now, if you said you want to become work friends, but you should have just asked us. You've never done that once.
Yeah.
I would love to hang out with you guys. You know, you guys seem like
Let's
just
say that. Just say it.
Let's hang out.
Okay, great. Let's do that.
I'd love to do that.
Oh,
Let's
awesome.
hang out.
All right, great.
All right, let's go.
Let's do it right now. I'm completely free. Don't you guys want to finish?
Yeah, it's shark.
Yeah. I'm stoked.
Okay, me too.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Great. Oh, hey guys. Game of Thrones! Oh my God, you guys have been having so much fun! Where'd everybody go?
Did you?
I just had to. I had to.
God, I'm so with you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what I was planning on
I
doing.
wish I used something as fun as that, but I
You got-
only had these. I only had these.
And you got the job done.
Right?
I don't even know what I was going to do with these.
Whatever, man.
It was going to be like
Whatever.
Christmas.
It's dead. It's finally dead.
Oh, God.
I hate you, Taylor.
You look at you. Look
Idiot.
at everything about
God.
you. You're so
I
stupid.
even hate his
So
core.
stupid.
You fucking piece
You
of
don't even die
I'm gonna
right.
just break
You
your
don't even
glasses.
die right.
God
Everything
damn
about you
it.
I hate you, Taylor. You
Wait. It's dead. It's over. Okay?
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. It finally knows what it's like to be killed off.
Let's go. Alright? Let's get out of here. Yeah. Alright. Okay.
Throughout all remembrance of remembered time, the greatest of leaders have faced the harshest of consequences for standing up to believe in what they have cherished most of all. Nelson Mandela. Colt Koken here again, and I need you to help bail me out of jail. Yep, turns out the police don't like it if you threaten everything. But if you send your money to the Colt Koken Foundation for Colt Koken not being in jail anymore, and maybe also dead kids a little bit, wink, your stallion of democracy can run free again in the corral of liberties. You know, throughout my years as a politician, leader, journalist, Renaissance man, a lover of people and things, if there's one thing I've learned, it's that although they can lock me up, they can't stop me from telling you that this is Martin Bennison, Suffolk County Comptroller. And this is where he lives. Now, I don't condone vigilante justice, but who's gonna stop you? I'm in jail, and the cops can't do shit. I'm Colt Koken, here to remind you that there is no law but chaos.
Hey, Hey, Joey, we got another letter from our dear friend and pen pal, Joseph Biden.
It's been a while since we've heard from him. I hope everything's all right.
Yeah, let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Train. Blah, blah, blah. Malia's picking on me again. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Are Barack and I best friends anymore? Blah, blah. If you're a bird, I'm a bird. Blah, blah. Say I'm a bird.
Wow. It sounds like Joe's having a tough time over the White House.
Oh, but it keeps going. Blah, blah. This is definitely the real Joe Biden.
Blah, blah, blah. Don't listen to what Mo in the mailroom says. He's a big fat liar and he's not as good at his job as Dennis.
Blah, blah, blah. Dennis is the best at his job.
Blah, 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 blah. As vice president, I command you to give Dennis a raise and fire Mo. Hey, I'm starting to think this might not be the real Joe Biden.
But we addressed it just like the guys in the mailroom told us. One American drive, the White House. XOXO.
We had a bald eagle train for this and everything.
You're right. We must have been talking to Joe.
That reminds me, Breaking News is proud to announce that we've gotten rid of our mailroom in attempts to become a green and paper-free show.
America wins again.
Recently, an Australian celebrity vet interrupted a dolphin orgy while filming a segment for an Australian TV show in Australia.
His name is Chris Brown.
Not that one. But this one's here with us in studio. Welcome, Chris.
Hi.
Don't you mean good day?
Nope.
So, Chris, how exactly did this happen?
Well, first, I attracted the dolphins to me by singing a high-pitched song.
And what song was that?
And that just set them off.
The article says that you initially thought the dolphins were fighting.
Well, yeah, you could just feel the tension. They were just like, I mean, that's what my wife sounds like when she's yelling at me. I do not listen to her.
I don't follow.
It's like there were two distinct groups of dolphins clashing, like a Bloods and Crips sort of deal.
Two groups? Two groups like males and females?
Do dolphins even have those?
Are you asking us if dolphins have different genders?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they're just lady sharks.
Where exactly did you study to be a vet?
Oh, Joey, I really don't have to know all that much about being a veterinarian. I'm dripping with hot, wet charisma. This TV face and winning smile, the only education I need. I don't have to know why cats hate Mondays or how a frog could fall in love with a pig who knows karate.
Firstly, I don't think you can skate by on pure charisma when you lack any real... Whoa. Second, oh my God, I lost my train of thought in your eyes.
Do you guys have any pet questions for Chris Brown?
Oh, I do. My cat keeps bringing dead birds into the house. How do I get him to stop?
It's a simple fix. Invite your friends over who are birds. Once the cats see you're hanging out with birds, he'll be like, it's not cool for me to kill birds.
I don't think
maybe
that I could ever love anyone else.
Rachel?
My dog gets very nervous and aggressive around single mothers.
Well, then they should stop being stingy bitches and find a husband, shouldn't they?
That is the stupidest thing that I've ever...
Shh, baby. Any questions from the crowd?
Oh, yes. You see, I happened to stumble across a family of chihuahuas.
You
fucking stole those, Carter!
Get the fuck out of here!
Chris Brown, everybody! Hey, what do you think Justin's up to?
I don't know. He said he wanted to do a sort of year-in-review thing about the NSA.
Oh boy, that sounds neat.
Yeah, it's either that or giving blowjobs to dogs again.
Yeah, man. He just has not been the same since we told him that he is the worst.
The absolute worst. Justin Cordwell, ladies and gentlemen.
Just where do you think you're going, mister?
Out.
Not if I have anything to say about it. Sit. Listen, buddy. I don't like reprimanding you any more than you like being reprimanded. But it's my job to keep you in line, and lately you've been giving me plenty of opportunities. No. Nipples Susan Asparagus.
It's not my name anymore. No one calls me that.
I don't care what they call you. I'm your father.
Stepfather.
I keep getting calls from Eddie Snowden, and he says...
Eddie Snowden is a tattletale.
Eddie Snowden used to be your best friend. When I got the first call from him, June 5th, 2013, I almost couldn't believe it. My boy, my NSA, collecting the communication records of millions of Verizon customers, regardless of whether or not they were suspected of any actual wrongdoing.
It's not a big deal. The People's Republic of China does it all the time.
Oh yeah? Well, if the People's Republic of China punished people for speaking out against the government, would you do that too?
Oh wait, it's not like I'm seeking the death penalty.
Oh great, you're not gonna kill Edward Snowden for catching you misbehaving. Do you want a reward for not being terrible? God, you sound just like Kim Kardashian right now, and lately she's been...
Dad.
Spree, I don't even know what she's supposed to be doing with her life.
Dad.
Yeah.
Off topic.
Anyway, the next day I find out you're working with Google and Apple and Facebook, all the kings of the internet, to collect search histories and stuff.
So?
Do you read my search history?
No.
Well, you should. It's just one search over and over again. Why is my boy such a piece of shit? And then I find out you've been sleeping with this German floozy.
Bundesnachrichtendienst is not a floozy. That's like the German version of the NSA.
Oh, I'm sure she loves to hear all about what you overheard today when you were eavesdropping on American conversations.
Did Eddie Snowden tell you this too?
Of course.
Well, I hate him.
Well, Miley Cyrus was just hospitalized.
What?
You know I care about you. And I'm not supposed to be biased. But Eddie Snowden makes some good points. You're undermining democracy, kiddo. And Principal Obama's been cracking down on it, but he's been letting you get away with some serious stuff, too. Like this crap about making the government aware of flaws in national security unless there's a clear national security or law enforcement need to exploit it. That's a dandy little loophole Obama gave you, isn't it?
He's my real dad.
Well, I'm your real dad now, boy.
I hate you!
Yeah, well, Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher are having a baby girl. What am I?
Wow, what a segment, Justin.
But you're still not cool enough to hang out with us.
Yeah, start smoking and flipping nickels, and maybe we'll think about it.
And in the meantime, you know what's cooler than Justin?
Commercials!
Ice cold! Oh.
Commercials. We will be right back. Stilted dialogue establishing the fact that we've forgotten the audience is here, and we're doing our own thing now. Inquiry as to what you're doing.
Childish explanation of what I'm doing. Genuine excitement.
Snappy retort, shitting on not only what you're doing right now, but also you as a person.
Defeated whimper.
Relentless cruelty. Oh no, was the audience watching this whole time?
Yeah, Rachel, I think the writers forgot to fill in the template again.
Welcome back to Breaking News.
Here at this show, we are dedicated to the truth.
And to shoes with no laces.
Nope. We are dedicated to honesty and professionalism.
But especially, we're dedicated to ice cream from a sugar cone, never a waffle cone.
Really?
Fine, tell the truth.
Reporters have always faced up to the facts, but there's been a new wave of fact-checking websites that have recently gained a lot of attention.
With us today is Steve McNeil. Steve is a fact checker for the website factornotafact.org. Welcome, Steve.
Actually, my name is Steven. You should only refer to people by their birth names and just add syllables to their names. According to my math, people prefer having longer names.
Oh, sorry about that, Steven. Rachel Poo loves to use nicknames.
Actually, her name is Rachel. Please stop being rude and promoting male dominance.
Yeah, Josepharian. Now, Steven, what is it that you actually do?
That's a great question. I check facts that people use. That way, the people of this great earth aren't being lied to by bullying politicians and fake television hosts. Which reminds me, this show is in deep, deep trouble in terms of presenting the truth.
What do you mean? We tell it like it is.
You're a news show that offers wrong information to its viewers. How can you look at your eyes on the children knowing that you're providing false figures?
Well, we actually don't have any children.
They must be so disappointing in their lying, but still attractive parents.
Oh, thank you. Wait, if you're a fact checker, wouldn't you know that we don't have children?
That's not important. What is important is that I have fact-checked every single sentence that you come out of your vulgar mouth, Rachel, and your sweet, ample lips, Joseph. And you have lied, exaggerated, and used fake slang terms multiple times during every episode. Do you even have a fact checker for the show?
No, that's not a common crew position.
Well, you need one. Let's start with the monologue. First, the Pope is not Ellen. How could you even believe this in the first place? Ellen is a woman, and we all know the opinion that church has on women.
And what's that?
That they should be Pope. The top story about building being made of acorns, that is ridiculous. It just makes no sense. And then the UN conference turning into dust, what the hell is that?
Everyone knows these are fake situations.
Well, I didn't know. What kind of fallacy has the show become?
Calm down. We just exaggerate the situation in order to get people interested. For example, no one was interested in the increase of fact-checking organizations until we made it a joke.
I beg to differ. Through my research, I have learned that many people are interested in fact-checking.
That's absolutely a lie.
Now onto these segments. First off, that was not a dog thief. That was just Ricky Downs in a creepy furry jacket.
No.
And that girl that you had on, Tandy, that's not even her child. She has never even met that kid. Is anyone else as creeped out as I am that she knows so much about him?
Okay, fine. We have people that play characters, and Joey and I play exaggerated versions of ourselves, but it's not a big deal.
So my life and career is a lie?
I'm sad to say that it literally is. I fact-checked it.
We just tell jokes. It's not supposed to be serious news.
I don't know what this concept of jakes is, but I'm sure they are not supposed to be truthful. They are supposed to be truthful.
For a fact checker, you're pretty dense. Do you even get paid for this shit?
No, it's not at all profitable.
So, how do you pay for your basic necessities, like food and video games?
Well, my wife is the breadwinner of the family, meaning she's literally a baker. But she also pays for most female bakers in high demand, but fact checkers are left behind. Since you guys don't have a fact checker on staff, do you think I could do the job?
We don't pay morons.
Yeah, sorry, this would be a free gig. Actually, you would end up spending money to be on the show.
But what if I was your personal fact checker, and I'll check any fact you pay me $20 for?
See, now that sounds...
No, Joey, we have Google.
She's right. Sorry, Steven. Have fun being unemployed. You know, all this talk of unemployment makes me think
No, I'm so sick of these contrived segues. Let's just do mouth to mouth and get this show over. Everybody wants to leave.
And speaking of leaving...
To start the segment, I left my dog in my car with the windows up for a reason.
Oh, God. Welcome to Mouth to Mouth. Tonight's topic, journalism.
The Pulitzer Prize winners were announced this week, and our show wasn't even nominated.
Which is kind of weird, because everyone kind of agrees that we're the best show.
Let's just agree it's a dumb awards show that we paid $75 to submit for a fake plastic trophy and move on.
I still want one.
I want one so bad. In this day and age, the only way news shows get ratings is to totally sell out their values. The point is, we should do that.
What? No, that's not what the news is about.
Oh yeah? What's it about?
I guess I don't know anymore. It used to be about something. It was about informing the electorate to make the right choices. It was about cutting through the bias and ideology to bring you the facts.
Joey, you're not the guy from the newsroom, and no one watches the newsroom.
But they made the guy from Dumb and Dumber a news anchor. It's hilarious.
So is that a reference or your actual opinion?
I don't really know enough about either, so both.
Joey, like the cleaning lady who didn't think I'd try to have her deported, you are naive and wrong.
But news is more than just ratings.
Then you are also misinformed, much like I was when I realized my cleaning lady was from Cleveland. We have to strictly follow the cable news formula. It's worked so well for everyone else. Open by announcing the murder of a white child. Show 30 seconds of a politician saying something. Cut that off. Confirm someone who's missing is still missing. Monger more fear. Ask a man in a bow tie his opinion. Silence him. Then read tweets until the commercial.
That can't keep working, though.
I don't know. There's something about these kids that just makes people want to kill them. So I think we're going to have plenty to talk about.
That's not what I mean. I mean, people need to know what's happening in the world. Where else will they get their news from if not from our show?
The internet, for one.
Oh.
Facebook is where I found out about the government shutdown and that Mrs. Doubtfire 2's being made. And it's where my boyfriend found out that I broke up with him when I wrote it in the comments of a picture neither of us were in.
And how did he see it?
Eventually he happened upon it, and it explained why I didn't return his calls and also why I moved to another state.
Wait, if people get their news on the internet, why don't we just cater to them?
We could make a website. It would give people news and let people send news to their friends.
And you can post your news on your friends' walls, and it doesn't even have to be news, it could be anything.
Wait, no, shit, that's Facebook.
Damn it! F you, Zuckerberg.
Wait, no, I've got it.
Me too.
If everyone else is reporting the same news,
Then we need to stand out by reporting literally everything as news.
report nothing but news from the future.
What? No, we can just make every arbitrary thing into news.
No, we should just guess at what might happen. No one will call us out on it.
Come on, mine's way better.
Yeah, prove it.
This just in. My half birthday was a week ago, and yesterday I saw 5 dogs.
This just in. Royal Baby turned 38 this week, and he requested I stop calling him Royal Baby.
We can now confirm that at 4:17 p.m., my cousin read my text but still has not responded.
Early yesterday, President Christie announced that troops will be sent to the moon to arrest Space Emperor Putin, though it's possible he's been dead up there for a decade.
We interrupt this story to bring you this. Once in high school, I didn't know the answers to a math test, so I drew a basketball player on it. They made a new math group just for me.
Top story. Rachel Crow found dead under pile of heroin.
Okay, that's enough. This isn't working.
I guess the only way to tell the news is with honesty and genuine care.
Ugh, that sounds exhausting.
Yeah, we'll do it later. Probably not at all.
Well, that's it for this season of Breaking News.
We usually end the show by saying, on behalf of all of us at Breaking News, have a lovely evening. But since it's the end of the year, we needed a little something more.
So we'd like to say to each and every one of you, good night.
Good night, headlines. Good night, news. Good night, my secret stash of booze.
Good night, cameras. Good night, booms. Good night, Ricky's many costumes.
Good night, Justin. Good night, Jake. Dream of news until you wake.
Good night, Bill and Zach and Matt. Good night, desk, so brown and flat.
Good night, people. Good night, Joe, the douchebag there in the front row.
Good night, punchline. Good night, joke. Good night, delicious. Diet Coke.
Good night, Bubbles. Good night, Taste. Good night, product we just placed.
Good night, producers.
Cast and crews.
That's all we
have
got
for breaking news.
Take you story by story, the gritty, ghastly, and gory from A to Benghazi.
I can open your ears, screaming my speculations of future wars with nations and how spoons spread HIV.
A whole news world, headlines that maybe could be true.
watch our backs.
Or check the facts.
Or say, that didn't happen.
A whole news world. Headlines that maybe could be true. We'll report it all if it's sensational. Let us tell this whole news world to you.
Let us tell this whole news world. We'll look at government, failure, screw-ups, and botches, and everyone who watches being watched by NSA.
A whole news world.
I've just been handed this.
Reports that frighten
North
and
Korea
amaze.
exploded.
We'll analyze Iran. We know it better than
Russia knows that they don't like the
Whole
game.
news
We
world.
interrupt this verse
We'll guess what we think has
for no new information.
Because every lead's complete if it's from a tweet. Even if they misspell every word.
That's where we'll be.
That's where we'll be.
And the only
Is what we've